welcome to today's meditation time. In just a couple of days, the moon cycle, the lunar cycle, will return to the new moon. And the new moon, as most of us know, is that night in the sky when you can't see any light. It's just part of the process, it's part of the phases. But what I want us to do in our time together today is I want us to see what lessons that new moon can teach us. And instead of looking up at the night sky and feeling a bit sad or somber because the light is not there, let's go into it proactively and think about what can this new moon teach us. So let's get comfortable where you are. Just find a seat, a place to lie down, somewhere that you can find the best comfort for your physical body in this moment. If you're in a place where there's some distractions, maybe you close the door and pull yourself away. And for some of us, just closing our eyes is almost like closing the door. It allows us to draw in and let all that stuff out in the world just keep going on while we become still and a little bit quiet. And once your body finds comfort, let's start to breathe nice, slow, deep rhythms of breath. Just filling yourself up with all the goodness on the inhale, and then slowly releasing what you don't need on the exhale. Slowly breathing in, and slowly breathing out. Just go a couple more times, intentionally breathing in and releasing out. One more. And as your eyes have closed or you're looking down toward the ground, wherever you are, I want you to picture the last time that you stood outside or you looked at a window and you saw the moon. Just remember what size it was on that night. Was it the big, beautiful, giant circle of a full moon? Was that incredible little sliver of a crescent moon? Was that really amazing straight line down the middle of a half moon? Just picture what you saw. And then as you picture that image, just begin to think how many times you've seen that exact same phase in the night sky. It comes around about every 28 days. And so just think in your lifetime, how many times that phase, that one moment in the cycle, took its place in the sky for you to see. In the next couple of days, we're headed to the new moon part of that lunar cycle. And that'll be the night where everything is blocking the sun's incredible reflection from the moon, which means the moon will become dark and we won't be able to see it. But our logical mind will know that it's there. But sometimes our heart, mind, does feel a little sad when we look up and the light's gone. But what I want us to do in this time that we have is I want us to think about these days that lead up to the new moon and the days that come after. Because we can't get back to the big, bold, almost larger than life, full of light moon until we go through the cycle of the new moon, the phase of release. So I want you to think first about the power of the breath. When you breathe in, there's nothing that stops you from exhaling out. You're not afraid to do it because you know on the other side, there's a new full breath coming. So with confidence and with trust, you exhale and release. Same way with the moon. We know there's a full moon coming. You've seen it so many times before. And so we'll trust that in a couple days when the light is gone, we'll trust that it's going to return again. So my question for us in this time is, why can't we apply that logic to our lives? We want to be full. We want to feel whole. We want to be filled with light and vibrancy. And honestly, That's what we're meant to do. We're meant to live lives filled with light, filled with vitality, filled with peace. But throughout our everyday life, we go through these phases. And what the moon teaches us is you can't get to the fullness until there's some release. So those phases of waxing and waning, the moon teaches us that we have got to learn to let go. In the same way that we would never hold on to an inhale for fear of the exhale not coming, the same thing has to happen in our own lives. Relationally, situationally, the stuff that fills our home and fills our lives, fills our physical spaces, the habits that don't serve us well. Just think about going into your closet and you look up and there's things you haven't put on in forever. And you don't think twice about taking it off the hanger, putting it in a pile, and deciding you're going to send it to donate somewhere or pass it on to someone that you know. Or if you put something on and it just doesn't look right anymore, same thing. You take it off, you put it in that pile, and just commit. I'll pass this along somewhere else. So what about the other stuff in our lives? When things don't fit us any longer, when things don't serve us, when they don't look right on the person that we've become through our meditation time, through our yoga practice, through the healthy habits we're trying to live out, when there's things that we put on us that just don't fit, why is it so hard for us to cast them away? I don't have the answers for that in this moment. But what I've learned about my meditation practice is I don't have to have the answers. I just have to keep asking the questions. So what I'd like for us to do is we'll sit quietly together in just a moment. But each time you exhale during the quiet time, ask yourself, what do I need to release? I'll say it the first few times for us, and then I'll whisper it right about the time I grow quiet, and then I'll leave it with you. And don't try to seek the answers in our quiet time. Just keep asking the question. So let's take a deep breath in together. And as you exhale, ask, what do I need to release? Deep breath in. And as you exhale, what do I need to release? Deep breath in. And as you exhale, what do I need to release? And then as you inhale, turn it into the exhale and ask yourself the same question again. And just continue with that rhythm for these next couple of moments. Again, not seeking answers, but continuing to ask the question. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, what do I need to release? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, what do I need to release? One more time. Take a deep breath in. What do I need to release? And as we close out our time, I invite you just to sit with your hands either on your lap, on your legs, on your tabletop, wherever you are, and turn them up. And let those empty hands symbolize the journey that you are on. We don't know yet what we need to turn loose of. All we have to know is that we're willing. Let your moments of quiet across these days to come, these weeks to come, begin to show you the things that don't fit, that you don't need, and most importantly, that do not serve your bigger purpose. And when you pause throughout these days to come, remember those words, that question on the exhale. What do I need to release? Keep asking the question, and the answers will reveal themselves. Namaste.